Meanwhile, Darya Dugina, the daughter of the Russian philosopher Alexander Dugina, has been killed in a car explosion in Moscow. Now, Alexander Dugin is said to be a close aide of Putin and is often referred to as Putin's brains. Now, the Russian media has reported that Darya died after her car exploded in Moscow. Now, reports say that Darya was returning from a literature festival when the explosion happened. Speculation is rife that it may have been her father who might have been the target of this attack. Her father was also supposed to be in the car with her. However, he decided to take another vehicle. Now, Alexander Dugin was behind his daughter's car at the time when the vehicle exploded. Now, Alexander Dugin did not hold any official position within the government, but was said to be very close to Vladimir Putin.
As the war in Ukraine continues, a drone was shot down near Russia's Black Sea Fleet headquarters in Crimea. The headquarters are located in the city of Sevastopol. Now, according to the city's governor, the drone attempt was made by Ukrainian forces. He said that the drone fell on the roof of the headquarters and caught fire. There was no major damage or victims reported. Now, this is the second such attempted attack against the Russian Black Sea Fleet headquarters in less than a month. Now, Saturday's incident follows a drone attack on the 31st of July that wounded 5 people. That attack took place on the courtyard of the headquarters and prompted the cancellation of scheduled Fleet Day celebrations.
At least 32 people were killed in southeast Turkey on Saturday when vehicles crashed into first responders who were attending earlier accidents, according to authorities. 16 people, including emergency workers and journalists, died when a bus crashed into an earlier accident site on a road east of Gaziantep. An additional 20 people were wounded and received treatment. Regional Governor Davut Gül.
Around 10:45 this morning, a passenger bus crashed here. While the fire brigade, medical teams, and other colleagues were responding to the accident, another bus crashed 200 meters behind. The second bus slid to the site and hit the first responders and the wounded people on the ground.
Separately, a truck hit a site some 155 miles east in the province of Mardin, where first responders were attending to another accident, according to footage. 16 people died there and 29 others were injured, according to the country's health minister.
Even in a country steeped in violence, this was a crime that shocked the nation. Dozens of young men heading to a demonstration in Mexico City who simply vanished. All that was ever found was a few bone fragments from 3 of the student teachers. Now the man who was, at one point, ultimately responsible for the investigation into their disappearance has himself been arrested. Jesus Murillo, Attorney General under the former President Enrique Peña Nieto, had already faced criticism for errors in an earlier inquiry. He had blamed police and a drugs cartel, but not the armed forces. Now he faces charges including torture and obstruction of justice.
They came from across South Africa and neighboring countries to welcome a new king. Zulu warriors in their thousands to witness the first coronation of a Zulu king in more than 50 years and pledge allegiance to King Misuzulu kaZwelithini, the 9th king of the Zulu nation, the largest ethnic group in South Africa. In what's known as the sacred kraal, Misuzulu is presented to his ancestors, the kings who came before him. He's accompanied by the Prime Minister of the Zulu nation and his uncle, Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, seen as an endorsement. Much of the ceremony that follows is shrouded in secrecy. including traditions that go back generations, not meant for the public eye or allowed to be filmed.
A plane with the body of José Eduardo dos Santos landed in Luanda on Saturday night. The former Angolan president, who was in power for 38 years, died last month in Barcelona, where he lived since 2019 and was treated. The body was handed over to his widow, Ana Paula dos Santos, after a legal battle in the Spanish courts between two sides of the family. The older children, namely Chise, Coreandu and Isabel dos Santos, were opposed to the body being handed over to the widow and the repatriation of the former president's remains before the elections on the 24th of August.
The White House today rolling out a more aggressive effort to quash the monkeypox outbreak targeting large LGBTQ events across the country. Vaccinations today offered at the Pride Festival in Charlotte, North Carolina. The CDC finding that 93% of cases are still among men who reported recent sexual contact with other men. Health officials also keeping a careful eye on schools and college campuses as they reopen. Just over 14,000 Americans have been infected with monkeypox, but there are early signs that new cases are plateauing. 1 million vaccine doses have been delivered nationwide, and starting Monday, 1.8 million more doses will be made available where medical professionals are trained in a new method of injection.
Australian firm Invictus Energy announced it was going to start drilling its first well in Zimbabwe in a few days to look for gas and oil. The company thinks 20 trillion cubic feet of gas are located in this well in the Muzarabani and Bire area in the north near the border with Mozambique.
We expect to start drilling early September, end of August. It'll take 8 weeks to drill this well. We are having a power deficit in this country, so if we are able to do a short-term gas to power project, there will be an immediate benefit in terms of power generation.